Welcome to MKUSUAL. It's like MK Ultra, but more normal. Oh, Nikki. Nikki Poo. I'll never call you that again. That feels so wrong. We're going to talk about my favorite subject as a little kid. Dinosaurs, baby. Back to my first love.
Everybody loves dinosaurs. Dude, not to be... I'm going to fucking pull my hipster card.
Dinosaur. I was into dinosaurs
I
before they were cool.
read Jurassic Park
Oh.
as a child
Ooh.
before the movie came out. The book was better.
I bet Michael Crichton, right?
Michael Crichton, legend. I've read so many of his books. He's actually a great writer on that type of stuff.
Good science.
Yeah.
Kind of science fiction, yeah. Well, I'm going to throw out, we're not going to talk about them a lot. This is just to set the stage. I ran across an article like last week. I've been saving it. And then I want to talk about two more articles, but then we're going to get into the fun stuff. But this is kind of fun. Headline, Beyond Doubt. Proteins in fossil from actual dinosaurs, claim scientists. This is from Science Alert, February 5th, 2025. They found proteins, chemical traces, and decaying collagen in a duck-billed dinosaur, upending previously held notions that an organic material found within such ancient fossils must be from some source of contamination. This shouldn't exist.
Okay.
This shouldn't exist. Should be deteriorated. Like if they had found this in the past, and maybe they have, and just didn't have the tools to test it good enough,
Okay.
then this might mean that these bones aren't as old as we think they are.
That was my question.
Yeah.
Of
course, they're not going to say that.
This is a timeline shifting discovery. Okay.
Without a doubt, organic biomolecules such as proteins and collagen appear to be present in some fossils. Think about the hundreds and thousands of fossils we found in the past where we had no
That
way to
might
test
have-
for this. Or we just said they're contaminated.
Yeah.
This comes on the heels of a 2023 discovery, also from SciTech Daily. Paleontologist shaken organic molecules found in 66 million year old dinosaur bones by the University of Liverpool. All right. I believe that might actually be the same dinosaur, but we got better technology. Here's another one. This comes from IFL Science. I effing love science. Sorry, I just have to make fun of anything Reddit related. Intact dinosaur veins were running with blood 80 million years ago. All right. So that's the stuff. That's the scientific basis. That's what got my little duck bill wet. And I'm like, hey, I remember some stories. I believe there was a famous In Search Of episode about Mokele-Mbembe.
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 That's fun.
Located
I want
in
to learn that language.
I know. It's located in a swamp. Supposedly, it's Congo's living dinosaur. Located in a swamp in the Republic of Congo, a long-necked aquatic creature, often compared to a sauropod dinosaur, like a brontosaurus. This is the big one. This is the big example. Living dinosaurs confirmed.
Also, another Michael Crichton reference. He wrote the book Congo about the ape
Talking apes.
Yeah, the ape creatures who are like guarding the diamond mine. Stop eating my sesame cake. It's one of the greatest scenes.
Mokele-Mbembe. It means the one who stops the flow of rivers. So we're not talking about a hippo.
So this is a big sumbitch.
Not talking about a hippo. We're talking about big sumbitch. Big sumbitch from brontosaurus.
And it's like, it's been seen recently?
Well,
Or this is like...
we'll get into it. Let's start 1776. French missionary Abbé Levion Bonaventure Priout. I'll never say his name again. I'll call him ALB, baby. Wrote of a creature that left massive tracks and frightened locals. Then in 1909, German explorer Captain Ludwig Freebeer von Steen zu Lausnitz
They just have
Trying to Google that.
too much time on their hands. They just keep adding names.
Recorded indigenous testimony describing the animal. Then in the 80s, the University of Chicago biologist Roy Mackal led expeditions documenting consistent local reports of this animal. 2006, the History Channel's Monster Quest, great reference, team research, but found only anecdotal evidence. I want to point out here, I've seen this before, I've seen videos where they do this. They've gone to these people. It's another tribal thing, just like Ibu Gogo. Or like the Greys, the ant people. They've gone to these people. They've shown them pictures. Like, here's an elephant. Here's a hippo. Here's a crocodile. And they're like, they know of those things. And if they don't know of those things, they're like, I don't know. But then they show a picture of a freaking brontosaurus. And they're like, that's Mokele-Mbembe, baby. Bimbe. They straight up, there's a freaking brontosaurus in Congo. I'm telling you. Dinosaurs confirmed.
Dude, what if you went on a safari and you're like, man, I hope I see a lion. And you're just like, and then your worldview is completely upended.
This is kind of straight up a Congo episode because the next 2 or 3 are from Congo.
We should watch the movie Congo after this and do a movie review.
Oh, that sounds good.
Actually,
didn't the gorillas talk because they had like shit on their arm? They had like a computer on their arm, or?
Well, the one researcher had like, there was a ape that could do sign language, and it would convert the sign language into like it was like a voice box for the sign language. There was like one smart ape that was good, and then the rest, and it could like communicate kind of with the other ones, and also had like a voice box so it could talk to the humans. It would be like I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember the monkey dialogue. But
we can't help it, guys.
Yeah.
This is a podcast by ADD people.
Who we are as people.
Here's another Congo one: the Kasai Rex, Africa's alleged T-Rex, also in Congo in the Kasai Valley. First reported sighting 1932 by Swedish hunter John Johansson.
Wait, 1932?
1932.
He was a hunter, so he was hunting this thing.
This is kind of what you're saying about going on the safari and you see a freaking T-Rex. This is apparently what maybe happened. He described a large bipedal predator already. Kangaroo is the only bipedal animal I can think of, resembling a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a giant monitor lizard. He described seeing a massive reptile attacking a rhinoceros. So rhinos, if you haven't been to a zoo lately, a lot bigger than you're thinking. They are huge.
Haven't been. I don't know if I've ever seen a rhinoceros.
They're big boys.
Up close. I know hippos. I've seen a hippo. Those are huge.
Yeah, you think they're going to be like a big dog or something. I don't know. But so he saw one of these attacking a hippopotamus. And by the way, hippopotami, they're badasses. They'll fuck you up. They're deadly.
Yeah, it's also, I think more people die from hippos than
anything else.
Yeah.
Any other animal attack.
7 billion people a year.
Actually, leading cause of death in America, hippos. We should just let a hippo loose.
They're just very aggressive and territorial. And
so this Kasai Rex, alleged Congo T-Rex, bigger and meaner than a hippo.
1932 is pretty recent.
Also, dudes back then, badasses, but he says him and his companions fled.
Wise.
Very wise. Widely circulated Kasai Rex photo was later proven to be a hoax. I will put up the photo anyway if I can find it. I don't believe that's associated with him, though. Like, he didn't try to hoax this. It's just a story he told. Some believe the account was exaggerated or fabricated. Others claim similar creatures have been cited. Another Congo example here. In the Congo Basin, primarily Cameroon and Gabon, the Emela-Ntouka, a large rhino-like creature with similar massive horn and a violent nature. This sounds like a triceratops. The Baka people describe a beast that attacks elephants. Unlike any known rhino species.
Rhinos are like pretty peaceful. They're like kind of safe to be around comparatively to like a hippo. They're like pretty docile. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Yeah.
Also, just want to like I was thinking about what is the largest living lizard is the Komodo dragon, and it's 10 feet long max.
That's pretty big.
So that's pretty big, but they only weigh like 200 pounds compared to
a hippo.
A hippo who weighs like several tons, I believe.
I mean, I guess it's possible there could be. You know how there's snakes? They'll find a snake every once in a while that's like way too big.
It's like 40 feet long.
Yeah, like that snake shouldn't exist. Like it could be similar. Like maybe there was a big ass, either a species or just a really old Komodo dragon, and it was like up on two legs, like attacking the thing. I mean, that's possible.
Okay, a male hippo weighs 10,000 pounds.
Oh my god,
that's 5 tons.
This thing was messing
up.
Anyway,
you could Anyway, go on.
So the Baka people have this other thing that has a horn, doesn't act like a rhino, way bigger.
Was it bipedal? Did it say?
No. This one's on 4 legs.
Okay.
We're off the T-Rex. This is a Emela-Ntouka. Cryptozoologists believe it's a species of ceratopsian dinosaur, Triceratops.
Okay.
Little Horn, or whatever her name was, Sarah. Others believe it could be an undocumented species of rhino. Either way, it's cryptozoology. Big important thing, the Baka people report this. Kind of like Ibu Gogo, not worshipped or mythological. It's just a straight up animal in their world.
Taken as fact.
Just taken as fact.
Interesting. Okay, here's another aside. Would you rather be trampled by a brontosaurus or be eaten by a T-Rex?
Trampled.
Yeah.
Well, are people going to see it and witness it?
Yeah, you're on an expedition with John Johansson, and they're like, you just come over this hill.
And then one of the two is going to kill me.
Yeah.
I think I'll go, well...
You like go down to the river to like take a dump or something?
It's kind of like if you know you're going to die either way and I get to choose my death. I mean, in reality, I'd much rather be crushed and not think about it. I wouldn't want to be eaten and like half alive going down the throat of a T-Rex. But like, it would be badass if I was like shooting a T-Rex with my fucking rifle as it was like devouring me.
And it like grabs it and tears your arm off and you're like, pull out your knife and you're like, you will not take me.
I mean, that's a way more, like if it's on video, I'm going T-Rex.
Okay.
Much more horrific. What about you?
Well, the brontosaurus is just like eating plants and just like accidentally steps on you.
That's a great way to die. That's like a fucking asteroid hitting you in the head.
Yeah, true.
Dying in your sleep, basically.
Way less heroic, but less terrifying.
Right.
I think I'm going to go on brontosaurus. Anyway.
All right, we'll wrap up the last two. The ropin. So far we got...
These were all in the Congo so far?
No, this one's actually in Papua New Guinea.
Well, but up to this point?
Up to this point, yes.
Okay.
The Congo area. So we already have T-Rex, Brontosaurus, Triceratops. Now we got a pterosaur, a little pterodactyl called the ropin in Papua New Guinea. Umboy Island, Papua New Guinea. A large bat-winged flying creature with glowing underbelly, similar to a pterosaur. World War II soldiers spotted this in 1944. American pilot Dwayne Hodgkinson reported seeing a massive, featherless flying creature while stationed there. In 1994, creationist researcher Carl Baugh claimed to have recorded eyewitness testimony and possible video evidence. Now get this.
And wait, what year was the video?
1994. Carl B-A-U.
It also mentioned that he was a creationist, so he was probably seeking to disprove these things, I would imagine.
Oh, I would think he was trying to prove it.
Okay.
Because he's trying to move the timeline up.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Although you're right, some of those people think dinosaurs don't exist. That they're like a deception.
The world's largest bat has a wingspan of up to 5.5 feet. So this thing.
Whoa, are you serious?
Yeah, that's like your wingspan is how tall you are. It's like for a human. So like this is 6 feet roughly.
Dear Lord. And again, I'm pretty sure anything we've recorded is the largest. There's something bigger.
Yes.
There's got to be.
And these are all like essentially megafauna. They're just like
It is, yeah.
I don't know.
Discovering a freaking like 18-foot wingspan bat is like almost as cool as discovering a pterodactyl.
Well,
In
okay,
my
but
humble
oh yeah,
opinion.
this World War II pilot was probably flying missions. Did it say if he saw it from the air or
It said
from?
while he was stationed.
Okay,
Now I could look that up later. We're gonna do follow-ups on everything we've ever done, but oddly enough, skeptics do say this could be a giant, like undiscovered bat.
okay,
But it would also have to be a different species because it would have to be bioluminescent,
and it would.
a glowing bat.
Yeah, it appeared.
It's also like get some like Mothman vibes.
Yeah, yeah. When it said glowing, I thought it was gonna say eyes, but the underbelly is. That's strange.
It is strange. All right, moving on to our final one. The Burrunjor, Australia's outback predator, located in Northern Territory, Australia, a bipedal reptilian predator described as 12 to 20 feet long with short arms and bird-like legs, similar to a raptor or a small T-Rex. You know, that's interesting because people do think these dinosaurs are like big-ass birds now.
Mm-hmm.
So if the natives or something are describing, Aboriginal legends describe giant lizard men roaming the outback. I wonder if this is where the legends come from our Friday episode. Remember that? Last week, the who the hell are they and who the hell are we?
Yeah, yeah.
They have the Aboriginals got these lizard people.
Yeah, true.
It could just be a freaking raptor. 1950s, ranchers near Amen Land claimed cattle were mysteriously slaughtered with large claw marks. 1970s, a Northern Territory truck driver reported seeing a bipedal lizard. This is the age of mescaline, alongside the vehicle at high speed. Possible explanation, some believe it could be a giant monitor lizard. That's not a good explanation. Or Komodo dragon. Both of those are like low to the ground. They're not bipedal.
Right.
They wouldn't run beside a truck.
Their legs are short and they have long tails to balance to like crawl up shit and like. So for them to stand up, they would have to like long have been isolated and that to have been a necessity.
Not into these so far as scientific explanation goes, the big bat might be the only one I could buy.
Yeah.
The other ones are just like kind of pathetic.
And the bat was found in the Philippines, so like probably isolated on an island with
close,
like
yeah.
that's like what's the Madagascar, and then gosh dang it,
We need a map. Somebody buy us a map. Donate.
a globe.
Donate on our Patreon. We need a globe.
But like that's like a thing that what's his name Darwin observed, and then later like species would get isolated and either get smaller or bigger.
Yeah, like the little mini elephants we talked about.
Yeah, just out of there's not enough land, or there's a ton of land in a certain ecosystem that would support that. I don't know.
Or your food, you can't get enough calories or
Right.
So living dinosaurs confirmed: raptor, T-Rex, Triceratops, pterosaur, and Brontosaurus, all kind of in the same area of the world, same hemisphere, kind of.
The hits, man.
The hits, dude. We got all the famous. Yeah, how come nobody saw? Dude, I wish there was a Stegosaurus.
Wait, oh, that was the one with a big rock on their tail, right?
Yeah,
Or like
no,
the
that's an
spike?
ankylosaur.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stegosaur had the spikes on their tail.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's a badass defense mechanism.
That is a
You're just like armored, but then you just like
You have essentially a baseball bat with like nails
you
in
have a
it.
spiked bat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I kind of course, I'm a big sucker and I love dinosaurs. I kind of believe that this stuff has to be real, especially knowing the scientific stuff where they're finding these bones with this living tissue or protein still in them. Like, why not? Why are we so against the idea that dinosaurs could be real? Because like something survived that dang old asteroid. Like we don't come from things that evolved after the asteroid. You know what I'm saying? Like elephants don't come from everything comes from a tree that goes back before that. So why can't a dinosaur survive?
Have you heard of the mammoth killing field in Alaska?
No.
Okay. What's it? Randall Carlson. Do you know him? He's like okay, Tanana Valley in Alaska. This place was discovered. It's 14,000 years old. It shows like a buffalo hunting ground where thousands of mammoth were. It shows human hunting in a large scale of mammoths, and they're like uncovering these bones, and they're like they've been dumped in a spot.
Oh yeah, like we did with buffalo.
Yeah, like there were stories that they would just run a herd off a cliff, and like, but that was like. I don't think the native peoples did that. They didn't need to do that because they weren't supporting large. White people were doing the running them off cliffs.
So wait. People claim that there was like cowboy European explorers out just like capping.
No, not the mammoth. No, not the mammoth. Okay. Like an earlier.
Oh yeah, I think that might have been a way people hunted.
Early Paleo Indians or Burrunjor hunters may have hunted mammoths and other ice age animals as they migrated into Americas.
Like the Bering Strait.
Yeah.
Well, this has been very. I hope it's been eye-opening for you, man. You owe me $20 from that bet we made about dinosaurs being real.
I mean, it just shows that like megafauna survived way up into our history, like into the modern civilization era.
Oh yeah.
At the very least.
You can't. Oh yeah.
And then.
But then why? Why would it just stop? Why is it like it just would stop in 1930? You know what I mean?
Do you remember? Well, speaking of 1930s, I was going to talk about like the giant pictures of like giant grasshoppers and a guy with a rifle. Do you remember those?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if those are hoaxes, but I just think like, or a giant like a rabbit that's like 4 feet tall, and they were hunting these things, and
that's dope, dude.
Like maybe we have just like ran them off and destroyed their habitat. Like with agriculture, we've destroyed their habitats.
Well, we are kind of like the apex predator. So we are kind of like a major like event that's happened to every species on Earth. So
that they would have no natural defense for.
They would have to get
essentially,
smaller.
Yeah.
I want a miniature brontosaurus to walk around the house.
Dude, it was just like this tall.
Oh
like,
my god!
Don't eat the fucking plant off the table.
Be my buddy,
dude. That would be sick.
All right, we love you guys. Drop your favorite dinosaur below. Subscribe.
Thug Life Certified.